Many viewers have a very special place in their hearts for the Rocky franchise, and now there seems to be a chance for one final fight, although a slim one, as there are rumors that Stallone has plans for another Rocky film. The first Rocky, which was released in 1976, was written by and starred Sylvester Stallone as a title character. Rocky Balboa, an uneducated, compassionate, working-class Italian-American boxer, receives the opportunity of a lifetime to compete against heavyweight champion Apollo Creed in this rags-to-riches tale. Rocky enters the ring, eager to prove himself and gain respect, but he has no idea how difficult the fight will be. Rocky is still regarded as one of the most recognizable sports films of all time. It also gave rise to a hugely successful franchise, which has been carried on in the present in the form of Creed.
You know, I think if you live someplace long enough, you are that place.
16 years after the popular franchise came to a disappointing close with Rocky V, Sylvester Stallone was bringing his famous fighter back for one last shot at glory in his 60s. I mean, it had to be bad, right? Instead, Stallone delivered one of the most emotionally satisfying entries in the entire series, a film that took a heartfelt look at aging, loneliness, and grief before delivering a typically rousing conclusion, proving once again that you can never ride off the Italian stallion. Stallone was inspired to give Rocky another comeback because it's a fitting conclusion to the Rocky saga in a way that the fifth film most certainly wasn't. It made sense for Sylvester Stallone to use Rocky Balboa as an avatar for his own feelings about growing older and feeling forgotten because the character had experienced great highs and lows just like Stallone's own film career had. Because of this, the movie may be the actor's most intimate endeavor, and it would have been the ideal way to wrap things up. In a handwritten note shared between the actor and the director, Sylvester Stallone revealed that he's developing a prequel for one of his most recognizable characters, Rocky. Although Stallone claimed that Rocky Balboa has retired, it appears that the project will still go forward, even though it's obviously in its very early stages.
A lot of people come to Vegas to lose. I did.
It's already over.
Ain't nothing over till it's over.
Thanks to the Creed series, the decade-long Rocky franchise is still going strong without Sylvester Stallone. However, Stallone has now admitted that if the studio had their way, he would come back for more solo appearances as the much-loved Rocky Balboa. In reply to a question about Stallone's recent outburst regarding the rumored Ivan Drago spin-off that is currently in development, Stallone clarifies that the studio does desire more Rocky movies.
No matter what happens, you're my son, you're my blood. You're the best thing in my life.
However, they'll need to give Stallone at least some of the rights to the famous character he created back in 1976 if they want him to join the project. Stallone is still waiting, sadly. If this is ever resolved, only time will tell, as the studio intends to continue the Rocky franchise in any way it can. Before we go any further, we wanted to let you know that it's time for you to smash that like button if you haven't done it already. Stallone shared a piece of artwork created by Rocky's artist John Rivoli on Instagram that features the Tyler character wearing his trademark fedora. His slogan reads, "It ain't over till it's over," and is branded with Rocky's famous triumphant phrase. Stallone posted a series of handwritten notes with what appears to be different concepts and scenes for the project along with the image. Among the notable mentions is Adrian's restaurant, which can be seen in Rocky Balboa and which he founded in memory of his late wife. The retired boxer seems to be thinking about Adrian and reflecting on a special memory from their past, or perhaps an imagined conversation from a future that never materialized in what appears to be a scene rich in the emotional depth for which Rocky is renowned.
In good conscience, cannot recommend you for a license, and we therefore deny your application.
Then, as Rocky appears to snap back to the future, he leans on the memory of his wife for peace and comfort. A second section of the excerpt appears to transport Rocky to a fight club where he sees Chacho the Mutt, a 27-year-old fighter, competing. Sadly, it'll never be acknowledged if this would have allowed Rocky to take on a different role as a mentor, as he does in the Creed movie series, or just a moral hero. Describing the pages Stallone wrote, "This was the beginning excerpt of the screenplay for Rocky 7. Sadly, because certain individuals, it'll never happen, but it's something I want to share with the diehard fans. Always keep punching." Painting by @John Rivoli, #Irwin's fault. One thing is certain from the pages, Rocky 7 was intended to carry the same powerful themes of love, loss, and loyalty that have appeared throughout the franchise.
Hey, Rock, I made some connections. I could make some money on this endorsements.
After Creed 3, Sylvester Stallone's return to the Rocky franchise may be featured in another film. The movie breaks ground by being the first in the series to not feature a cameo from Sylvester Stallone's Rocky Balboa. This is a result of Stallone's relationship with the franchise producer Erwin Winkler, who purchased the rights to the franchise at an early stage when Stallone needed money. He's declared that as long as Winkler is associated with the Rocky franchise, he won't be a part of any of the films. However, if it meant that Stallone regained some control over the IP, the two may eventually put their differences aside. there's always a chance that Stallone and Winkler will collaborate again, despite how difficult it may be to imagine it. The Rocky franchise would have the chance to return to the Italian stallion if Sylvester Stallone, who's still a very well-liked performer, appeared in Rocky 7. Stallone's return to the ring in any future Rocky films won't happen because Balboa has most likely outlived his fighting days. However, when he reunited with his son Robert Balboa Jr. after Creed 2, his story might continue. The duo might become involved in a brand new boxing endeavor and explore the current state of their father-son relationship.
No, I just wanted to come by and see you in person.
You want to come inside?
No, I just want to get your opinion on something.
A Drago spin-off film, which will come out after Creed 3, is also confirmed to be in production. In terms of development, this is the Rocky movie that seems to be the most advanced. The script for the Drago spin-off film was written by Robert Lawton, as was reported in 2022. Ivan Drago and his son Victor Drago will both make a comeback in the film, played by Dolph Lundgren and Florian Munteanu, respectively. As part of Ivan Drago's character development, a Drago spin-off would have to take place in the modern era. But there would still be interesting stories to be told there. Ivan Drago has plenty to work with for a spin-off because of how his loss to the Italian stallion has affected him throughout his entire life. Additionally, it wouldn't necessarily have to continue directly where Creed 2 left off. After both characters made an appearance in the second Creed movie, the Drago movie is planned as a spin-off of the Creed series. In Creed 3, Munteanu is also confirmed to play a part, so the film's plot may serve as a prelude to the events of the sequel. The plot of the upcoming Rocky film is unknown because no information has been released regarding what the Drago film will be up to after Creed 3. After only briefly visiting the country for the finales of Rocky 4 and Creed 2, it appears likely that the movie will probably bring the franchise back to Russia.
If you're ever in the neighborhood, come by if you need something.
I'll be at Mickey's gym tomorrow.
I don't go there. I haven't been there in a long time.
Drago will mark a significant shift in the franchise because Ivan and Victor, who have previously played villains, will now serve as its main protagonists. So smash that subscribe button and notification bell so you'll never miss any of our videos in the future. Because of this, the movie's main theme might center on the characters' ongoing redemption as well as the exploration of their quest for improvement. Creed 2 also served as an example of Ivan Drago's and Victor's humanity, a quality that the spin-off could easily focus on. The Ivan Drago spin-off, should it proceed, could be a fantastic chapter in Ivan and Victor's stories by picking the right story of how his defeat to Rocky has affected his life and setting it in the right time frame. See you in the next video.